Good morning, kind of morning. So I'm at school. I'm waiting for my boyfriend to get here so we can go work out, but he's just leaving his house, so he won't be here for another half an hour, which is kind of annoying but whatever. I have time, I guess. But, yeah. I'm actually committed to this, and I'm wearing, my sports bra and my shirt and Hollister pants that I got. That is my apparel, and I just put this jacket on because it is raining out here today. But I forgot my umbrella, so I don't really want to go down. I think I'm just going to wait here just for maybe 10 minutes, and then go wait for him down at the place. So I can figure out the lockers and that kind of stuff. So, really excited. I'm not sure if we're going to be working out together at the same place or what, to tell you the truth. Because my idea of exercising, his idea of exercising are a little bit different sometimes. I'm okay with running on the treadmill. He's like, oh, whatever. He might want to play basketball. So, I'm not even sure what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wait for him. So, I'm back from working out. I did a fitness assessment kind of thing. I talked to one of the trainers they have here, and then I did 16 minutes or something on the treadmill. Not including the cool down part of it, just because I always get really dizzy getting off treadmills. And apparently my boyfriend was calling me, but I don't ever really take my phone to work out with me unless it's an important call or something, just because I feel like it distracts me, and if I'm texting, I'm just making people either wait for the workout or I'm stopping every time just to take the call or the text or whatever. So, plus I don't have my music on my iPhone, I have it on my iPod. I even have my Pandora on there, so I don't really see the point in taking my phone. I guess if there's an emergency, but people usually know where I am, so it's not that big of a deal. But apparently he was trying to text me, and then he got tired of waiting and he's kind of being a jerk about it, but whatever. So now I'm just kind of cooling down in my car before heading home, because I have to go take a shower and eat and stuff and do a few things before I head to work. So yeah, and it's gloomy, so I'll probably just take her home or take her to the bookstore or something. And I know I have a big hole in there. I don't know how that happened, but that's been there for a while, so I just bring this to work out with me now. This is my workout jacket, since it's not that heavy and stuff. So I'm gonna see if he actually comes, and maybe we can work things out, because I kind of feel bad, but at the same time it's you could have just looked for me. But I think he's just frustrated because apparently the reason he was running late, was because he was getting his glasses today, but then he kept saying, I'm leaving right now, and I kept thinking it was from his house, but apparently it wasn't until the last time he called me that he was actually leaving from his house. And then he called me again saying to just go on without him because he drops the keys in the dumpster or something, and now I think he's just frustrated from that. And I think, I don't know, I think he just is impatient and whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna wait for him for a little bit more, see what happens. Okay, so I just got home. It's 9 p.m. now. I ended up going to the event that was going on at school, but while I was at the event, I actually got some bad news. My grandmother passed away. My mom's mother. And I think I'm still in shock, even though I wasn't close to her. I do have a few memories. I did meet her. She was the one that took care of me when I visited Mexico for the first time when I was around 6 years old. So I think those are probably the best memories, or the most valuable memories to me of her. Were when I was little, But then when I was older, you know, all I could really remember was her always being sick because she had diabetes, and, you know, being in and out of hospitals whenever she'd come visit, or just her just being kind of, you know, very that kind of person that would just complain and manipulate people with her disease. But I think, like, knowing what she went through as a young girl, she lost her parents when she was very young, and tragically too. So I just think that, you know, I can see why she was also the way she was, and after all, she is still my blood, and I do have similarities to her. Like, I always joke around that I actually got her hands, and stuff, and I do remember she kind of taught me a little bit of, like, knitting kind of stuff. So obviously, I mean, I got home and no one's here because everyone went to my aunt's house, but I don't really know how to get there, and it's just a lot of people, and, you know, I didn't know if my parents were gonna be back or not, but my aunt is in shock. Like, she's calm, which is surprising because she usually reacts kind of strongly, because she is the youngest sister, and she was the one that, in the most recent years, I think I would say maybe past 10 years or so, she was the one that really took charge of helping out my grandparents, and, you know, being there for my grandmother and making sure my grandmother had the best care. And even though she didn't get to see her often because my aunt works like crazy, you know, she was the one that basically looked out for them. But right now we're worried for my grandfather because he's also of an older age, and he himself is not in the best shape in terms of health. I mean, I do believe he has a tumor, brain tumor kind of thing going on, or something there, that as of late did become more of a problem with, like, and cholesterol and that kind of stuff. And so we're actually more worried for him because they've lived together since she was 16 and he was maybe 18 or something like that. So they've been together basically since childhood in a way, and we're just worried about him. So my mom might fly out. I'm not sure about my aunt, but someone's gonna fly out to go help out with things and whatnot and that kind of thing. So it's just, you know, it came as a surprise in a way because she was doing, I mean, we were talking to her a few days ago and stuff like that, like, she was fine. But what ended up happening, apparently she had a heart attack and she died instantly. So at least, you know, I'm comforted by the fact that she didn't die in pain, that she didn't have to go through another stroke because she'd already had 2 before that she had surpassed. You know, she didn't die of, like, having to lose a limb and then, like, not being able to, you know, her body going into shock for that. So I'm just glad that she died peacefully and didn't go through much agony, and, you know, is in a better place. And she did live quite a long life. I believe she was well into her late 60s or early 70s. She was, like, from 1916, 1920 or something, I believe. I'm not quite sure. So she, maybe earlier, actually, maybe 1940 something. But she was quite young, and I think she was 70, I'm not sure. But anyway, that doesn't matter. So, I mean, I think I'm still in shock as well. I don't feel emotional about it. I'm, like, kind of being very practical and, you know, things happen kind of thing. But I do understand that, especially for my mom and uncles, and, you know, especially my aunt who took care of them, and the youngest brother, it's the biggest shock to them because they were with her the most, like, you know, as of late, and helping her out and that kind of thing. Not that anyone else, that other people won't take it as hard, but other people, you know, were living their life, and they were the ones that were, like, closest to her. So it's just, I do feel for them, you know, for my family. I do understand the loss of, you know, basically a very important person. And, but, you know, at the same time, I think that she's in a better place, because she did, you know, whether I thought she was a nagger or she annoyed me or anything like that, you know, just because of my personality, I still loved her. And, you know, she did go through a lot, and I understand that, and I can't blame her, because she didn't ask to be sick, and she didn't ask to, you know, for all these things to happen to her. They just did, and, you know, she dealt with it in her own way, and maybe her way of asking attention was to use her disease to get that. But at the same time, you know, I also understand, like, if she was asking for attention, there was a reason to it. And in a way, I just kind of regret that I didn't get closer to her, but I do appreciate that I got to live a few good moments with her, and that I did get to learn from her, and I did get to laugh with her, and you know, and I did get to meet her. So, because I didn't get, you know, it's just, at least I can say I met her. So, yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go, you know, just wait for my family and watch TV, I guess, in the meantime, because there isn't anything I can do, you know, other than just let her rest in peace. I'll probably come back to vlog a little bit later, before I go to bed, but for now, I think, you know, I'll just kind of chill for a little while before my parents come and we assess the situation with them. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to, I know I'm talking really low because everyone's kind of in the living room right now. So, we're still kind of reeling from it. Some of my aunts and uncles are still in shock. But, you know, I'm just telling them that at least she didn't die the way we had imagined. Maybe she might have died, like, you know, because she had been quite sick a few years back, where there was a chance that she wouldn't make it after surgery, and, you know, she was strong and everything, but she suffered. So everyone's just getting ready because they were able to get a few flights out. So 2 of my uncles and my aunt are flying out tonight, or in the morning, because it's already almost like 2 a.m. basically. So they're flying out later today, or in the morning. And then my mom and my other aunt might be flying out, depending. My mom needs to get something fixed first, before she can go, so she can get the A-OK to actually be able to fly out. But if not, then she's not going to be able to make the flight. But yeah, everyone's just kind of tired and kind of talking, trying to take their mind off it. But I'm going to go to bed now, just because there really isn't anything else I can do. And, you know, I have to go to school and everything tomorrow still. So I'm just gonna go to night. I'm just gonna go to bed. If you've ever had an experience like this where you've lost a grandparent, whether you're close to them or not, or anything like that, or any loss really, leave it in the comments below. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I will see you guys tomorrow, later today. So good night.